Is it possible that simple? Everyday things you do without even thinking could be quietly taking a toll on your health and potentially shortening your precious years after 70. It's a surprising thought, isn't it? We often focus on the big things, major illnesses, accidents, but sometimes it's the small, consistent habits that really shape our journey as we get older. It can be a difficult reality to face. The idea that something we perceive as harmless or just part of getting older might actually be working against us. But understanding this isn't about causing worry. It's about gaining knowledge and taking gentle control. It's about unlocking the potential for more vibrant, fulfilling years. In this video, we're going to gently explore 7 such habits that might be having this subtle, negative effect. We'll talk about what they are and, more importantly, how you can make simple shifts to counteract them without turning your life upside down. Stick around until the very end, because there's something we'll discuss that might truly surprise you about the power you still hold over your well-being. Let's start by thinking about how life changes as we get into our 70s and beyond. Routines shift, perhaps work stops, family dynamics evolve, and sometimes our social circles start to shrink. This can lead to a habit that often creeps in unnoticed, allowing ourselves to become increasingly isolated. You might find yourself spending more time alone, not seeing friends or extended family as often as you used to. Maybe getting out feels like too much effort. Or perhaps opportunities to connect just aren't as readily available. While some quiet time is wonderful and necessary, persistent isolation can have a profound impact, not just on your mood, but on your physical health too. It's been linked to everything from increased risk of heart disease and stroke to a faster decline in cognitive function. Think about it when you're connected with others. You're more likely to be active, to eat better, to catch potential health issues sooner because someone notices something's not quite right or encourages you to see a doctor. Loneliness is more than just a feeling. It's a state that can create real stress on the body. So, this isn't about needing to be the life of the party every night. It's about maintaining meaningful connections. Whatever that looks like for you. It could be regular phone calls with a sibling, joining a local club or group that shares your interests, volunteering, or even just making a point to chat with neighbors. It's about making a conscious effort to stay plugged into the human world around you. Even small steps, like a weekly coffee date with a friend or joining a book club at the library, can make a world of difference in keeping that sense of connection alive and well. It's like tending a garden. You need to nurture those relationships to help them flourish. And in turn, they nurture you. Hand in hand with sometimes reducing social connection can be another habit that quietly erodes well-being, becoming significantly less physically active than you once were. Maybe the thought of exercise feels daunting, or perhaps aches and pains make movement seem difficult. It's easy to fall into a pattern of spending most of the day sitting, whether it's watching television, reading, or just resting. And while rest is important, prolonged inactivity sends a signal to your body that it doesn't need to maintain its strength, flexibility, or endurance. Muscles can weaken, bones can become more brittle, balance can deteriorate, and everyday tasks that used to be easy, like climbing stairs or carrying groceries, start to feel challenging. This loss of functional ability doesn't just make life harder, it increases the risk of falls, which can have serious consequences at any age, but particularly after 70. Furthermore, a sedentary lifestyle contributes to poor circulation, weight gain, and increases the risk of developing or worsening conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. It's a cycle. The less active you are, the weaker you become, the harder movement feels, and so you become even less active. But breaking this cycle doesn't mean you need to start running marathons. It's about finding ways to incorporate gentle movement back into your daily life. This could be a short walk around the block, participating in a chair yoga class, gardening, dancing to your favorite music in the living room, or even just doing simple stretching exercises while you watch TV. The key is consistency and finding activities you genuinely enjoy. Even 10-15 minutes of gentle movement a few times a day is infinitely better than none. It helps keep your muscles working, your joints mobile, improves circulation, boosts your mood, and can even help with sleep. Think of it not as exercise in a formal sense, but as movement, making movement a natural part of your day, like brushing your teeth, carrying groceries in smaller loads, taking the longer route sometimes, parking a little further away if you're able, or even just getting up and moving around during commercial breaks. These small, consistent efforts add up significantly over time and help maintain your physical resilience. It's about keeping the engine running smoothly, so you can continue to do the things you love and maintain your independence for as long as possible. Now, let's talk about something that many of us might put off or even dread a little: regular health checkups and screenings. As we get older, it's easy to think, I feel fine. Why bother? Or perhaps there's a reluctance to potentially find something wrong. But this habit of neglecting consistent medical attention is another subtle way we can shorten our healthy lifespan. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers often develop gradually and may not show obvious symptoms in their early stages. Regular checkups allow your doctor to monitor key indicators of your health, like blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels. They can spot potential issues early, often when they are much easier to manage or treat effectively. Screenings for things like certain cancers, bone density, and vision changes become even more important after 70. Catching something early can make the difference between a minor intervention and a major health crisis. Your doctor is your partner in health, and these regular appointments are opportunities to discuss any little aches, pains, or changes you've noticed that might seem insignificant, but could be clues to something bigger. They can also review your medications to ensure they're still appropriate and not causing unexpected side effects, and offer advice on lifestyle adjustments that are specific to you. Skipping these appointments means potentially missing the window for early detection and intervention, allowing conditions to progress silently until they become more serious and harder to treat. It's not about constantly worrying about your health, but about proactive care, taking the steps to understand what's happening inside your body and addressing potential issues before they become problems. Think of it like regular maintenance on your car. It prevents breakdowns and keeps things running smoothly for longer. Making these appointments a priority, even when you feel perfectly healthy, is a fundamental habit for preserving your health and vitality. Following on from physical health, let's consider another area that significantly impacts how our bodies and minds function: sleep. As we age, sleep patterns often change. You might find yourself waking up more frequently during the night, or waking up earlier in the morning. It's common to hear people say, I just don't need as much sleep as I used to. While the structure of sleep changes, the need for adequate, restorative sleep doesn't disappear. Developing poor sleep habits, whether it's consistently not getting enough hours, aiming for 7 to 9 hours for most people, having a very irregular sleep schedule, or suffering from poor quality sleep due to restless legs, pain, or conditions like sleep apnea, can have serious long-term consequences. Poor sleep affects your mood, your energy levels, your ability to concentrate and remember things, and significantly impacts your physical health. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and a weakened immune system. It can also exacerbate pain and affect balance, increasing the risk of falls. Furthermore, sleep is crucial for cognitive function. It's when the brain clears out waste products and consolidates memories. Consistently getting poor sleep can contribute to cognitive decline. Improving sleep habits can involve simple changes: trying to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Making your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Avoiding heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime, and limiting screen time before sleep. If sleep issues persist, it's important to talk to your doctor, as there might be underlying medical conditions contributing to the problem, or adjustments that can be made. Don't just accept poor sleep as part of getting old. Prioritizing good sleep is a powerful habit for maintaining both physical and mental sharpness. Now, let's turn our attention inward a bit and talk about something invisible but incredibly impactful: chronic stress and worry. Life after 70 isn't without its challenges. Managing health issues, dealing with loss, adjusting to changes in independence, or worrying about finances or family. While short-term stress is a normal part of life, allowing stress and worry to become a constant, overwhelming presence can have a corrosive effect on your body over time. When you're constantly stressed, your body is in a perpetual state of fight or flight, releasing stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, elevated cortisol levels can contribute to a host of health problems, including high blood pressure, heart disease, weakened immune function, digestive issues, weight gain, and even affect brain health and memory. It can also disrupt sleep and exacerbate pain. It's easy to fall into a habit of replaying worries in your mind, dwelling on things you can't control, or feeling overwhelmed by circumstances. But developing strategies to manage stress is vital for longevity and quality of life. This isn't about eliminating stress entirely, which is impossible, but about changing your relationship with it and finding healthy ways to cope. Simple practices like deep breathing exercises, meditation even just a few minutes a day, spending time in nature, listening to calming music, pursuing hobbies you enjoy, gentle exercise, or talking to a trusted friend or family member can make a big difference. Learning to gently challenge negative thought patterns, focusing on gratitude for the good things in your life, and practicing mindfulness, paying attention to the present moment without judgment, are powerful tools if stress and worry feel overwhelming. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide valuable strategies and support. Making stress management a conscious habit helps lower those harmful hormone levels and protects your body from their damaging effects, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience. Following on from keeping your body active and your stress managed, there's another often overlooked area: keeping your mind engaged. Just as muscles weaken without use, cognitive abilities can decline if the brain isn't regularly challenged. Falling into a habit of not actively learning, problem solving, or engaging in mentally stimulating activities can contribute to cognitive slowing and potentially increase the risk of dementia. It's easy to settle into familiar routines that require little mental effort. But the brain, like any other organ, benefits from a workout. This doesn't mean you need to go back to school. Keeping your mind sharp can be enjoyable and integrated into your daily life. This might involve learning a new skill, perhaps a language, a musical instrument, or a craft like knitting or woodworking. It could be playing games that challenge your brain, such as puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, or card games that require strategy. Reading books that make you think, engaging in stimulating conversations with others, writing, or even taking a different route on your usual walk can all provide valuable cognitive stimulation. The key is novelty and challenge, doing things that require your brain to make new connections and work in different ways. Regularly exercising your brain helps build cognitive reserve, which is like having extra brain capacity that can help compensate for age-related changes or even the effects of diseases. It's about maintaining mental flexibility, memory, and problem-solving skills, which are crucial for maintaining independence and enjoying life fully. Making cognitive engagement a habit, like committing to learning something new each week or spending time each day on a mentally challenging activity, is a quiet investment in the long-term health of your brain. Finally, let's talk about something fundamental that impacts every cell in your body: your diet and hydration. As we age, changes in appetite, metabolism, and even the ability to taste and smell can make it challenging to maintain optimal nutrition. Falling into habits of eating less, eating mostly processed or convenient foods that are low in nutrients, or not drinking enough water can have surprisingly significant impacts. Insufficient intake of protein, for example, contributes to muscle loss sarcopenia, which makes you weaker, more prone to falls, and slows recovery from illness. Not getting enough fiber can lead to digestive issues like constipation, which can be uncomfortable and affect overall well-being, and chronic dehydration, which is surprisingly common in older adults sometimes because the sensation of thirst diminishes or mobility issues make getting drinks difficult. Puts a strain on kidneys, affects circulation, impacts cognitive function, and can lead to fatigue and dizziness. This habit of not fueling your body adequately or keeping it properly hydrated might seem minor day to day, but consistently depriving your body of the nutrients and water it needs makes it harder for everything to function correctly, increasing vulnerability to illness and slowing down recovery. It's not about strict dieting, but about making conscious choices to nourish your body. This could involve ensuring you include a source of protein with every meal like eggs, yogurt, lean meat, fish, or beans, eating plenty of fruits and vegetables for vitamins, minerals, and fiber, choosing whole grains, and paying attention to your fluid intake throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty, keeping a water bottle handy, setting reminders, or incorporating hydrating foods like soups and fruits can help. Making simple shifts in your eating and drinking habits to prioritize nutrient-dense foods and adequate hydration is a powerful way to support your body's resilience, energy levels, and overall function, giving you a stronger foundation for enjoying your later years. So, we've talked about several areas that, when neglected, can quietly impact our health journey after 70, allowing isolation to creep in, becoming significantly less active, skipping those crucial health checkups, struggling with poor sleep habits, letting stress and worry take over, not keeping our minds actively engaged, and overlooking the importance of good nutrition and hydration. It might sound like a lot when you list them out, but the wonderful truth is that each of these areas offers an opportunity for positive change, and even small adjustments can make a big difference. Remember how we discussed reaching out to others, even just a phone call, or finding simple ways to move your body each day, even if it's just a walk around the garden, making those doctor appointments a priority, working gently on improving your sleep, finding little ways to manage stress, trying a new puzzle or reading a different type of book, or just making sure you're drinking enough water and getting enough protein each day. These aren't monumental tasks. They are achievable steps. And taking them is an act of kindness to yourself. It's about adding layers of strength and resilience to your life. Don't feel overwhelmed. Choose one area that resonates most with you right now and focus on making a small, manageable change there. Celebrate that small success. And then perhaps tackle another. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. About gently guiding your habits towards supporting a longer, healthier, and happier life. Your later years can be incredibly rewarding and full of joy. By being mindful of these subtle habits and choosing to make positive adjustments, you are actively investing in your ability to live those years to the fullest, maintaining your independence, your vitality, and your connection to the world around you. Thank you for watching and thinking about these important things with me today. What's one small change you feel you could make starting today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more ways to live your best life at every age.